Okay, we're going to look at factorising polynomials. Polynomials are expressions that can have cubics, quartics, that's to the power 4s, powers 5s in them. So it's an extension on from factorising quadratics, and we use a method called synthetic division to factorise. Okay, so let's start with an example. So example 1, we're going to show that x minus 4 as a factor of 2x to the power 4 minus 9x cubed plus 5x squared minus 3x minus 4. Okay, so first thing, if x minus 4 is a factor, then up at the side we put x equals 4. We've then got coefficients of 2, minus 9, 5, minus 3 and minus 4. Now the question says we need to show x minus 4 as a factor. Now in higher maths, if we've got a question that says show something, the vast majority of times that means that we need to back up our answer with a statement. So let's first of all think about the process. So we drop the 2 down, and then it's 2 times 4 is 8. 8 minus 9 is minus 1. Minus 1 times 4 is minus 4. Minus 4 plus 5 is 1. 1 times 4 is 4. 4 minus 3 is 1. 1 times 4 is 4. And then 4 minus 4 is 0. Now the number that comes out at the end is the remainder. Now the remainder is equal to 0. So if the remainder is equal to 0, that means we have a factor. So r equals 0, therefore x minus 4 is indeed a factor. This is the divisor, the thing that we're dividing by. And the thing that comes out at the bottom end then is called the quotient. Okay, so we already know that that's going to be part of our final answer, x minus 4. And we can now analyse the algebraic expression for this quotient, which will be 2x cubed minus x squared plus x plus 1. That won't factorise any further, so that's the final answer. Okay, the next one we're going to factorise fully. Two x cubed plus 5x squared minus 20x minus 15. Now, this time we're not prompted as to which number might be a factor. Now, at that point we can use a clue, which is the number at the end. If we've got a series of brackets, then the last term will be a result of multiplying the last terms in the brackets together. And for that to be a minus 15, these numbers in here would need to be factors of 15. So for example, it could be conceivable that 3 would be the result in there, because potentially 3 could multiply by 1 to give 3, and then by minus 5 to get minus 15. But it wouldn't be conceivable for a number like 2 to be at the end there, because 2 is not a number that would fit in as a factor into minus 15. So in terms of options of numbers that will work, it would be plus or minus 1, plus or minus 3, plus or minus 5, plus or minus 15. Now in theory then, there's 8 opportunities to get a factor, but in practice normally we get there within 2 or 3. So let's try, first of all, once this is a trial and error approach to get going. So we've got a coefficient of 2 and then 5 minus 28 and minus 15. Now remember that if it's a factor, the remainder will be 0. So first move is to drop the 2 down. 2 times 1 is 2. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7 times 1 is 7. Minus 28 plus 7 is minus 21. Minus 21 times 1 is minus 21. Minus 21 minus 15 is minus 36. Now, the remainder is non-zero, which means it's not a factor, and 1 didn't work, so let's try another one. Okay, so this time I'm going to try 3, and it's 2, 5, minus 28, and minus 15. Drop the 2 down. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 5 is 11. 11 times 3 is 33. 33 take away 28 is 5. 5 times 3 is 15. 15 take away 15 is equal to 0. So, r equals 0. Therefore, x minus 3 is a factor. And it's the bracket x minus 3, since that would generate the solution of x equals 3. Okay, so next we've got the second bracket, which is given by this quotient, the result of division, so that's 2x squared plus 11x plus 5. So we can now factorise this further. So I'll do that at the side. 2x squared plus 11x plus 5. 2 times 5 is 10. Two numbers that multiply give 10. Add together give 11. It's 1 and 10. And this is a National 5 skill. Those two brackets then would be 2x plus 1 and x plus 5, but not forgetting that there is the x minus 3 at the front to give me the final answer. Okay, next question. Show that x plus 5 is a factor of 2x cubed plus 7x squared minus 9x plus 30. Okay, so if x plus 5 is a factor, then the solution will be minus 5 at the front, and set up the synthetic division. 2, 7, minus 9 and 30. Drop the 2 down. 2 times minus 5 is minus 10. 7 minus 10 is minus 3. Minus 3 times minus 5 is plus 15. 15 take away 9 is 6. 6 times minus 5 is minus 30. 30 minus 30 is equal to 0. R equals 0. Therefore, x plus 5 is a factor. Okay, so that's my first bracket. And the second bracket is given by this expression, 2x squared minus 3x plus 6. Now, I'm not going to go any further with this question, because the question only asked me to show that x plus 5 is a factor, as opposed to going forward and factorising fully. So as soon as I get to r equals 0, therefore x plus 5 is a factor, that's the question done. Okay, the next one is show that 2x minus 1 is a factor of 2x cubed plus 5x squared minus x minus 1. So if 2x minus 1 is a factor, that will be the solution of 1/2 at the side, and set up my synthetic division with 2, 5, minus 1 and minus 1 being the coefficients. Drop the 2 down. 2 times 1/2 is 1. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6 times 1/2 is 3. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 times 1/2 is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. R equals 0. Therefore, 2x minus 1 is a factor. Okay, next example. Factorise fully. Five x cubed minus 16x squared minus 47x plus 10. Okay, so to get a result of 10 at the end, in theory, that would come from all positive and negative factors of 10, which are plus or minus 1, 2, 5 and 10. So we're not prompted, so it's a bit of trial and error to get going. Let's try 1. So the coefficients will be 5 minus 16 minus 47 and 10. Drop the 5 down. 5 times 1 is 5. 5 minus 16 is minus 11. Minus 11 times 1 is minus 11. Minus 11 minus 47 is minus 58. Multiply that by 1 is minus 58. Minus 58 plus 10 is minus 48. So that's a non-zero remainder, therefore it's not a factor. So let's try another. Okay, this time then let's try 2. So again, the factors, the coefficients rather, are 5 minus 16 minus 47 and 10. Drop the 5 down. 5 times 2 is 10. 10 minus 16 is minus 6. Minus 6 times 2 is minus 12. Minus 12 minus 47 is minus 59. Multiply that by 2 and that's minus 118. Minus 118 plus 10 is minus 108. So that one didn't work. So let's this time try 5. Drop 5 down. 5 times 5 is 25. 25 minus 16 is 9. 9 times 5 is 45. 45 take away 47 is minus 2. Minus 2 times 5 is minus 10. 10 minus 10 is equal to 0. And it's success, so r equals 0. Therefore, the solution of 5 comes from the bracket x minus 5 as a factor. Okay, so x minus 5 is a factor, and the coefficient here is 5x squared plus 9x minus 2. So let's factorise this one further, take it to the side. This is obviously a National 5 skill. 5x squared plus 9x minus 2, so 5 times minus 2 is minus 10. Two numbers that multiply give minus 10 and add together to give 9 is going to be 10 and minus 1. Second bracket can't be factorised further, but I can take out a common factor of 5 here, which will bring me down to x plus 2. Final answer then is x minus 5 bracket x plus 2 bracket 5x minus 1.